Hi, you had to do that. Little tweak. Ah, no makeup. I have the day off today. Let's just see if anybody comes and sits with me. Gosh, I'm a mess. I am a mess. I'm a mess. Hi, I hope whoever's liking this is in the room. I've done a couple small live chats. Hi, Recycle Mama. How are you, ma'am? I'm looking down at your chat like you can see me. That's what happens when you give old people technology. Just like my dad when he's texting, he said, no, he doesn't text, he still has a flip phone. I am a hot mess. You like these little wall hangers that my husband got me? Do you like those? Those are pretty cool. So check this out. It gets even better than that. While I'm waiting for people to come on, because I'm going to show another side of me, other than weight loss, let's say time for the big button technology. Yeah. Okay, so see this lizard, all right? Check this out. You can actually turn the tail. I just took it off the wall. You can actually turn the tail here. I'm going to have to get my husband to do it. But you can actually turn the tail so that you can hang things on it. Very cool. And there is now a nail on my floor, so I'm looking for that before me or one of the dogs step on it. So I don't even have elevator music to play for you. Like on hold music. Here, look at one of my dog toys. It's a chicken. Not that I have anything against chickens. Oh my gosh, where is it? I now have a loose tack somewhere on my floor. See, I am a hot mess. There it is. I found it. The world is safe. The world is safe again. Look at that. And now we are going to put this up as if nothing ever happened. Because my husband worked really hard hanging that. But I love my lizards. I love my lizards. This art really doesn't go with anything else in my kitchen, but you know, my husband, let me show you here. He's really into the metal art. Now, I like the butterflies. I like the butterflies and I like the lizards. So I'll let him decorate something in the house. But really, this behind me, woo, is actually the decor I was kind of going for, but then my husband's like, oh, I like that piece, so I let him help. And then I put that stencil up there all by myself. Friends and family gather here. Love that. But then there's more. You can see right back here. There's more metal art. My husband loves metal art. But I want to show you what my husband does. This is not just Princess Ninja. This is Mr. Ninja. So you can walk through my house with me. I can't wait to redo my kitchen. I'm going to do a whole new video on remodeling. Like, I'm going to let you guys see everything I'm doing. So my husband makes these. He makes these. This is all out of old tools, nuts and bolts, and then he welds. So this is a drummer. My husband is so talented. I love him so much. I know, I don't talk about him enough, do I? This is a singer guitar player. So, hi, do I have somebody else? I'm only showing one person and I must have missed it. So he did this. And this, of course. What is that? Come on, musicians, help me out. Is that like a big bass? I don't know what that is. These are all my husband's artwork. He is very artistic, and we have our little violin player. Once again, all of these are made out of like recycled nails and, you know, nuts and bolts that maybe the head of it broke up. That's an upright bass. Thank you. I know that you've got, is it your master's in music and then a baseball player? So my husband does, see all this drawer, sorry I'm focusing, this drawer is all, we did have them up here, but during Hurricane Irma, because we were afraid of this humongous front window breaking in the wind, then those things would become projectiles. So that wouldn't be good at all. Anyway, I have at least 2 people in the room, and I'm hoping others come and join me when they can. And then of course I have all of this collection, or you could call it crap, whatever. But I was going for more of a country kitchen theme. But my husband and I have decided that when we do this remodel, this kitchen, we're going to do a beach theme. We're just going to resurface our cabinets. We're doing granite countertops. I want the tile that looks like whitewashed beach board. And then here, my sink, I'm going to do sea glass. I'm going to do a big mosaic. I'm probably just going to do it myself. And we're going to do a nautical theme, but not your typical ocean beachside theme. Beach theme would be great. Yes, yes it would. But it's not going to be your typical beach theme, like a beach condo or a beach resort. It's going to be more nautical, like old fishing, something in Maine, lighthouses, big fishing boats. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I have delayed enough and showed you a little bit of my house and my husband's art, but what I wanted to show you, now don't laugh, I have never had any technical training. Everything that I've sketched here is just, number one, I draw from imagination. So this paper that I've used here, if any of you've used this, you know that you can't see through it. It's 70-pound paper, so you can't see through it. So I'm not tracing, this is just stuff that I've created out of my own head. And since I've had such a huge response to people telling me that they really love getting to know a little bit more about me other than weight loss. Oh, hi, Deborah. How are you? I am glad you know the Recycled Mom. She has a channel where she really helps empower women. She helps lift them up and teach them how to value themselves and stop being a doormat. And she does some really amazing videos. She has a great Facebook group for moms, and she's very inspirational. She's very motivational. So I am glad that you found her channel. I found her channel, and I don't as much time to spend on her Facebook as I'd like, but I definitely creep in the background and watch her videos. So, okay, so drawing number one. Now, if you're offended, this is my disclaimer. I look at the female body as being very beautiful. All right, I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good day. Thank you for coming in. So if you're offended by a female nude body, some of the Learn to Draw books that you buy. Hi, Linda. Some of the Learn to Draw books, the female body is one of the things that you draw. I don't even know why I keep excusing myself. Okay, so if you're offended by female nudity, you probably don't need to watch any more of this video. That's my disclaimer. Okay, but it's nothing really grotesque. It's nothing to me. I mean, a woman's body is beautiful because we're beautiful. And remember, I'm drawing from my head. Okay, these drawings are anywhere from 1997 to now. So it's just when I have had time or wanted to sketch. So we have this one. That was going to be my fairy, and I never finished the background. You're going to see that I do that. I start something and I'll start drawing it out, and then I never finish it. This is not copyright infringement. This is me drawing a character by Seth, I forget, the Family Guy. I own no rights to this photo. I was just sketching. So I did that. And that's Lois and Peter Griffin from the Family Guy. That is not my creation. I just redrew them. I went through this thing where I love fairies. And for the longest time, I just drew like a lot of mythological and fairies and goddesses and things like that. See, once again, this is one I started and I never finished. Never finished, so that's like really incomplete. I love animals, and you're going to see that through some of my drawings. So here's a German Shepherd that I started. You can see I've started the sketch. One of these days I'm going to finish all of these. I swear I'm going to finish all of them. Once again, from the Family Guy, I like sketching cartoon characters. This is not my character. I did not design this. This belongs to the Family Guy, but this is the character in the show, Quagmire. Giggity, giggity. So I have that one. This is also not my sketch. Now, I'm not tracing these. These are just me drawing. What do you think about setting a goal to finish one of those sketches this summer? Oh, I don't even have time. Today I have a day off. That's a freak rare occurrence that I don't have like a million things to do. So this is scrap from Ice Age. Of course, not finished. You guys all saw that cartoon Ice Age. I love that cartoon. Another Family Guy. A lot of these I actually started when I was going through my pacemaker surgery. I was out of work twice, each time for over a month. That's before the pacemaker, when I was passing out and I couldn't drive. You know, I passed out behind the wheel of my car, and yeah, that was not good. So they took my license away from me for a little while, told me I couldn't drive. Now this was an attempt at colored pencil. Probably not that great. You wanted to see inside my life, right? This is pretty much inside my life, so I can't be on here long. I'm going to try to move through this because I've got the cable guy coming today to hopefully fix my internet issues so it doesn't take 3 days to upload a video. Another one I have not finished. But this one is more complete than all the others. I mean, this one is really more complete than any of the others. And please remember again, I'm going to disclaimer this. I've never had any art classes, no professional training. This is just me grabbing a sketchbook, some colored pencils, some pencils, and just sketching what's in my head, right? That one. I need to do a background with that one too. I just don't know what I'm going to do with that. Once again, into fairies. This is a fairy. I was really into the Hobbit trilogy. Love the sketch of the woman and the flowers. Yeah, I like that one too. That one needs more work. I may redo that one. Now that I'm looking at it almost completed, I need to do that one. And there's a fairy. This one I tried to do, I think I was practicing dimensions, and my ex's son, my ex-stepson, is it an ex-stepson? It's my stepson, David. He was really into wolves. So this is not finished, but I started doing this, and I was going to do this huge moon in the background and do kind of really dark, but I never finished it. And this is from Madagascar. I just started it. You can tell I just started it. This is just like really rough, and then I come back in with shading and but like I said, all of these drawings, I've had no professional training. They're all freehand. There's no tracing. I started to do a mermaid, but then she started to look really frightening, like her face. Like, that's very frightening to me. So there's that. Here's another really scary elf. He looks really kind of crazy. So when I start doing a picture and I'm drawing and it's not coming out the way that, like, if I can't put what's in here on here, I get frustrated and I just put it down. Like, because my I've never had any professional training, so my skill is the best it's going to get without some direction. And so without having the training to be able to shape the bones and shape the cheekbones and all that. And I could probably go on YouTube and look at some drawing tutorials, but once again, I work 50, 60 hours a week. I have my YouTube channel, I have my Facebook page, and I have 2 dogs that are both under 2, well, no, one just turned 2 years old. So I have 2 puppies, big boxer puppies, and my life is pretty crazy. I can't remember what movie this was from, but there was 2 moose. And you can see I started sketching the other moose here, but it was going to be where they were kind of looking down at each other laughing. Never finished that one. Do you see a theme? Do you see a theme? I love this one. I really wouldn't know what to do with the background. You 2 monarch butterflies, and there's a echinacea is what I was going to. I was actually going to come in with some colored pencil and do like a very muted color behind the pencil. This is all just done with a number 2 pencil. Nothing fancy. No fancy sketching pencils, just pencil. This was a sketch I did of my stepdaughter. Didn't come out quite the way I wanted, but like I said, I've had no professional training. So, another fairy. Gosh, I still have 2 people with me. This is awesome. And then I started this one. You can see that I was diagramming out the page. I was sectioning the page, and I was going to have a couple. I was going to have like another frog here and then baby frogs. People's faces are very hard to draw. Very hard. Okay, so moving on. This was another sketch. The wolf sketch was doing that. That's just the beginning of the sketch. You can see I made myself a little note here on the shapes of the face. Oh, thank you. Some of this, now this one I love. This one I love. I love my ducks. So you can see down here, I did this in 2005. I need to go back and do the water. I need to put some more sharper detail in the feathers. But this one is probably 80% complete. So I spent a little more time on that one than others. This was my first attempt at my stepdaughter. She's got very distinct eyes. So that was also 2005. This is from the Penguin March. This is not my original sketch. This is from a show or a movie called The Penguin March. If you guys remember that one, I drew that one. This is one of my favorite puppies. This is a Weimaraner. This is a funny story. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know if there's a delay. I think there might be a delay in when I see your messages. But, okay. So this deer, okay, my ex-husband used to have a deer. I know that looks really distorted. Thank you. There is a delay. Okay, I know this looks incredibly distorted, but here's what happened. I had been drinking one night, and I was a little tipsy, and I grabbed my sketchbook, and I was laying on my back on the couch, looking up at the deer hanging on the wall, and this is how my brain interpreted that on this piece of paper. This is me laying on the couch looking at the deer upside down, and I drew it. So, there's that. I am a hot mess. This one I started was going to be a bunch of fairies. This one had transparent wings. And there was, well, that looks great for drunk drawing. Maybe that ought to be a live video. Maybe I ought to do a live Melanie Draws Drunk. No, I don't even drink anymore, so I was gonna do this one, just a bunch of fairies. This is also one of my favorites. This one is completed. Just black, white, and gray. My life. I'm just kidding. My life is very colorful. This was kind of a abstract, if you will. Once again, if you're offended by nudes of women, just don't even look. But it was going to be like an abstract thing. This was going to be another puppy that I never finished. Never finished shading. This is a border collie, or was going to be. And so I didn't quite get the face right here. And this is where I would become frustrated, like trying to draw this. I mean, in general, if you just took a snapshot of this and went, okay, she's never had any formal training, she's never had art classes, she's just sketching. She's just, give this girl a pencil and paper, she's just sketching. I mean, it's okay, but I have a hard time with 2-point, 3-point perspective. So I'm not doing my dimensions, my shading right, and I know that's it. So this is horrible. This is horrific, but you know, we're keeping it real. This was my first attempt with acrylics. Once again, we have a fairy there. Picasso made millions from his distorted works. Was it Picasso that also cut his ear off? Because I'm not into that. Okay, so this was my first attempt at acrylics. And this is, my kids name this the ugly dog. The ugly dog. So that was another puppy. This one was going to be a different view of my hunting dogs. I don't know what it is about the hunting dog theme. Horses, hunting, fox hunt. I really love drawing those types of sketches, but this was going to be one. It was going to be a hound dog, of course, on the hunt. Never finished it, as you can see. Not sure what I was doing here. I don't know if it was just like practicing dimensions, sketches. Oh, was he fighting Mike Tyson? Girls got jokes. Okay, and I promise this is the last one of the sketches. You are still hanging in there. I love you so much. This one was my stepdaughter, the one that you've seen the 2 sketches of. This one is her favorite. Once again, if you have a problem with women's bodies, you might want to look away now. But I did that one with pencil and colored pencil. And once it was all done, I took some fine grit, do you call it fine grit, sandpaper, and I just kind of went over the whole sketch with sandpaper, because I heard that's a thing. So, yeah, I like it. I actually like that one. This was going to be another abstract, our ballerina. I did that. I think I'm starting to delve into some charcoal sketches here. My proportions were off, but... Oh, thank you. That's one of my favorites. Once again, I was into the Hobbit trilogy, and we have another elfin. A lot of my friends love this sketch. I call her the butterfly hippie. I love that. I love that. I love everything about it. I love the wings. I love the way she's turned. I love just all the animation in her. I love that. So I guess that would be really representative of my personality, just out there, butterfly. All right, this is Rafiki from The Lion King. This is not my sketch. This is me doing a representation of Rafiki from The Lion King. I love that one. I love that one. I actually completed that one. Other than like I could come in with the background and do something, but I just kind of like the simplicity of where it's at now. My dogs are busy protecting my house. Hey, Calypso, stop. And this one, oh, you like Rafiki? I like that one too. I started that one, never finished it. I was gonna come back in with watercolor. Hey, another Lion King sketch. This is the battle between Scar and Mufasa. My representation of it. This is not my original drawing. This is my representation. Okay. This one is just, I don't know what I was thinking. It was an Egyptian theme. But I love that. It's kind of my own little bird goddess. She ain't got a bird on her head. Like I said, you know, it's a thing. This is one of my favorites that one of these days I will finish this sketch because I have a lot of my friends also that love this sketch. But this was just a horse sketch. And I wanted to go back in and finish the trees, finish the grass. There's some more shading work that needs to be done in my horse and in the face. I need to decide where the light's coming from. Is the light behind? Is the light in front? So that I can finish that shading. Here's another wood duck that I love. I love this one. I love my wood duck. Oh, and here's another pose of my wood duck. And a cypress tree, cedar tree. Oh, yes. Very therapeutic to sketch. Just takes me completely out of where I'm at and into my own head. It's wonderful. This is one, like I said, the fox hunt. So I was going to do this with a bunch of the dogs and, you know, on the hunt. Another horse. This was kind of crazy. This is a woodland fairy. Kind of like that one. I wish I'd have done something different with it, but you know, that was the mood at the moment. This, I kind of like. It's unique and it's different. It's a turkey. I did not finish the feathers down here, nor did I come in with the second leg. There's so much I could do with this one, and I just haven't. But look at the face on that turkey. Woo! That's what I would think a turkey would sound like. Now you got turkey sounds coming from Princess Ninja. This was my bird, Bentley. I had a blue and gold macaw, and I started drawing Bentley. I love that bird. He had like a vocabulary over 109 words. It was really quite amazing. This is one of my top favorites. I did this once again. I did it in pencil. And then I went behind with some colored pencils and did the same look where I took sandpaper, just a really fine sandpaper, and sanded it all down. But I love this one. That's one of my favorites. I love my little hound dog, and I just love the whole look of that. That was also done in 2005. I started experimenting with colored pencils here, doing some pansies, a little blueberry vine, some roses, a little dragonfly and some birds. Just messing around, just doodling. Oh, I know, I love that hound dog. Thank you so much. And this one, I've got another mermaid for you. I love nautical. This is another mermaid that I had started. And I was going to have her arm up like this. And having a seagull, like, going to land on her hand. It's really, I love the ocean. I am definitely a water baby. But in the spirit of art, and Darlene, I understand if you can't sit and watch this whole thing, I've been going for 30 minutes now. Real quickly, I'm going to go grab some more stuff because, you know, this is about, I'm more than weight loss. And I've had so many people tell me that they're like, you're so motivated and you're so organized and you got all your stuff together and you've got it so together, and they think that, but I'm a hot mess. I am a hot mess. I am more than just measuring my food. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm obsessive about what I eat and logging every little thing. I'm good. My daughter, an inspiring artist, is joining me now. Hi, Darlene's daughter. What is her name? Look, and now I have this. So I will be right back. I'll be right back. Promise. Uno momento, por favor. Okay, I'm so sorry about that intermission. I hope my lizard kept you entertained. Should have left the chicken there. A toy, it's a dog toy. So anyway, so there's one more side of me, and then I'm going to be wrapping this up because the cable people are supposed to be here sometime between 8:30 and 9:30. So this is a little bit of my poetry, and excuse me, I've never been formally trained. My grammar is shot. I'm just going to call this freestyling. I'm freestyling. Okay, because that's just how I roll. So if you don't like poetry, this would be the time for you to zone out and understand. I have never, I'm thinking that the title for this poem would be Glass Houses. Do you even know who I have become through the shadows you cast in my sun? I am the past that you leave undone. I think that's over, but you've just begun. My glass house, it seems transparent and broken, while your mouth leaves stones as tokens. I remember the hell that I had created. I live with the torture seemingly sedated. The phone rings of silent tones of rejection, your piercing daggers in my soul's protection, distracting yourself with my ghost and my bones, hiding and shattering my house with your stones, your arrogance that blinds you from all of your mistakes, from high on your throne the thrashing I take, still angry at me for a long ago past, as you wear that smile on your judgmental mask. Let me go, for I've already paid. From the past that haunts and the wounds that you've made. That one's still hard for me to read, I'm sorry. That came from oh, look at me. Whew, moment. Namaste. Okay, that came from someone in my life that I had to let go because I loved them very much, but they like to constantly beat me to death with my past. I went through a really hard time as a teenager, especially 16 to say 19, and my life was a mess. And I was not making very smart decisions. I've been through a lot in my past, and someone that I was I wanted so badly for this person that I love to love me back. But every time I did, it was like, remember how you used to be? Remember when you did this? And it was just like constantly throwing my past in my face. And I couldn't learn to forgive myself because they never would forgive me. So that poem was for them. Oh my goodness, look at me. I never thought I would do that. See what happens? Don't give the lady any more poetry to read. I am more than weight loss. This poem was actually selected and printed in just like a local yokel magazine. This is at the beginning of the women's revolution. You know, it was like, this was written in the 80s for a school project. A hardened woman stares into a mirror while a softer man stares back. Her doubtful smile and jaded eyes support the beauty she now lacks. Her shoulders too square to be round, her face so tired it frowns. She can only swim so she doesn't drown. Absent is the fragrance of the flowers that once bloomed. Behind her work gloves, her fingernails are left ungroomed. The man and the woman have now become the same. She used to feel so pretty, what a shame. But she has had to be so strong for so long that she does not even realize that the woman is gone. So that was just basically me writing about being a single mom and having to be both the mom and the dad, having to be strong, and you kind of lose all of the softness about you because, I mean, you just have to be so strong all the time, you know. So that was what I wrote there. That one, that's one of my favorite. Aww, I love you, and I admire you so much, Darlene. I think that you're very, very much. That's why I look to you, and I know that God created you for a very special purpose. And I think that you're living that. I think you're living His purpose because you're touching people. You are that safe place in the harbor. You're the safe space from the storm. So keep doing what you're doing and know that you are loved and adored. I wrote this poem about adoption, but from the mother's standpoint. Gosh, look at me, I'm all twisted. It's not very ladylike. Okay, so I wrote this about adoption, but I wrote this from the mother's point of view. My arms burned, my heart died, my head hurt, my eyes cried, my fingers bled as I pulled my hair, the strength it took to leave you there. My soul empty, my mind destroyed. How could she leave her baby boy? And on the days go past. Sorry. It feels so wrong, but for the best. And still, her arms so empty and bare, as tears flow warm through swollen stairs. She misses you with all of her soul. A love so true she hopes you know. She died the day she kissed you and walked away. Whew! I am not going to cry anymore. Nobody's ever going to watch my lives. They're going to be like, holy crap, she's a crybaby. This was a fun one I was going to submit to Hallmark. Almost 30, not so sturdy as she brushes off her knees. Feeling older, not yet bolder, squinting through years to see. More responsible? Yeah, it's possible. As she exchanges her youth to be free. Already fighting, something is igniting, and 30 looks great on me. Love that. I think my cable guy's here, so I'm going to have to leave you with all of that. Anyway, thank you for staying with me. Thank you, Darlene. You are the best. I want everyone to go over and check out The Recycled Mom. She's got an amazing, positive, uplifting channel. If you're female, if you have kids, If you are just struggling to keep it all together, she has got it together. I gotta go before my dogs tear down the walls. Gotta go. Love you.